Okay, everybody, we are live. And this is SHIB Worldwide raffle. We're going to break it down for you. We're going to try and have some fun with this today. Please stay tuned as we go through the analytics, as we get ready for a live broadcast for the entire world. We want to make sure that we talk about we're back to bring you all the latest and greatest of the SHIB Worldwide live stream event show. We're here to make SHIB educational as funny as we can, so that everyone knows how to have a fantastic time watching this live broadcast. You don't want to miss out on this one. Okay, remember this is for everyone who can invest, or who have invested in cryptocurrency, or who wants to get invested in cryptocurrency right away. So this is for all of you. Please stay tuned. We're going to get right into it. SHIB isn't legal tender anywhere in the world. It's not legal tender, and they really can't hold sanctions on it. That is 1,000% correct. So they understand that that's absolutely correct. What we love is because we can do whatever we like with SHIB. No problem. Okay, I'm going to share as we dare. Share it. Sharing is caring. Give me a second, guys and girls. Let's get the show on the road. I just updated the website, so tickets are up for I haven't updated the website. We've got this little flu going around. I don't know what's going on. SHIB is up 1,509,063 new wealth followers. We have hit different time highs, just so everybody knows, we're less supply than we did before. Again, the more you know, the faster you grow, right? Everybody knows that, right? So people don't value it, they don't see the value in it, they won't see the value in it. So that's the bottom line. It's embarrassing, but that's the truth. Scaring. Hey, and welcome to another edition of the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle. We're going to get things kicking off here just for you in a minute. We still have to share the links to make sure everybody has a chance to come in and participate in tonight's festivities as we gear up for another update on the SHIB 50/50 raffle, which is supposed to increase your wealth. Wealth creation, people, is the absolute drive that we are trying to do for the entire world, which is absolutely phenomenal as we rock it. Okay, we have to share a little bit, so what we're going to do is we're going to play some music for you. While we get ready, we'll gear up. Okay, so I did update the SHIB 50/50 raffle website for everybody, so everybody can participate. We'll break it down for you. This is my SHIB t-shirt. See it? No. This is from Lola. Massive Lola. That's what to everyone that comes into the channel. And we are going to stop the music and we're going to do the countdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Everybody loves the show, right? Everybody loves the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle. If you haven't found out yet, that if you haven't found us appealing at all, you'll at least find us very entertaining, to say the least. Are we full of it? That's a good question. Only you can decide that. What does the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle offer that no other currency or any kind of platform out there? The only thing we cover we look at the charts? Absolutely not. We had yesterday, we went up to 1,554, which was phenomenal. We had 4 days straight in a row where we climbed. SHIB is extremely undervalued. If you haven't been paying attention, you should be paying attention because you understand what that means. Less supply, more demand. We have more demand, but we don't have anywhere near what we need. We need that 5 to 6 million people coming in. No, we need 30 to 50,000 people coming in daily and less people leaving. So, and then you're guaranteed to make money hand over fist in SHIB. So how does SHIB support itself? That's a good question because SHIB's completely on its own. It requires the community. It's a community-driven currency, and because it doesn't have any validity to it whatsoever from governing bodies like your CEO, CFO, advertising agencies, and you could argue the fact that it should have those things because the ecosystem development team sure brags about it a lot. But what they do is they don't break it down for you any better than that. So that's a little sarcasm for you guys because they say they do, but they don't. They clearly don't have a clue what they're doing or what they're talking about with the SHIB ecosystem development team, right? Okay. Okay, so how many people we got on right now? We got 5 million people on, 10 million people on, 20 million people on Facebook, on YouTube, on Rumble. We got what? How many people we got on Rumble? How many people do we need to have to host an event? Live stream, because we always do this live, right? We want to make sure that everybody understands why we do it live. The whole reason why we don't make videos, we do make videos, yes, but we don't do videos on presentation of the SHIB Worldwide 50 raffle because it's not actual events. So that is why we don't cover it. Okay, someone out there right now, millions of people are still staring at coins from 2009. Okay, 2021, everybody's staring at coins from 2021. Why was that? Because that was the highlight of everybody's scholastics on how much money they were making. They were making money hand over fist, right? As they were driving up every cryptocurrency around the planet to astronomical levels. Now, SHIB wasn't around 2009. It wasn't around 2011. It wasn't around 2018 even. It was around in 2021, though. Where it took off and it made multimillionaires of people really quick. It was that insane. Now, can SHIB do that again? Absolutely. Why can we say that with absolute certainty? Because SHIB is always going to be reducing its circulating supply. Now, we talked about different avenues that could reduce its circulating supply on a massive scale. The organizations or companies haven't figured it out yet, but once they do, it is going to be insane. Now, which level would you rather be in? Would you rather be in at the bottom or you want to get in at the top? That's the one trick pony that you have to ask yourself. Now, how much do I need to put in to retire? Only you can make that assumption, but you do not want to stake your whole life savings in there because, as you found out, SHIB is extremely volatile. So unless you like wild swings and you don't mind them, then you're okay. But that's why we only suggest that every week or every 2 weeks, you treat it like a raffle ticket. You buy a million SHIB every time. So it goes down, you buy more. Goes up, well, you might want to wait. You don't have to buy it right away and wait some more and then buy your lottery tickets worth later on. You don't have to buy it right away, and that's our recommendation to you. That's why we tell you, you don't need a lot because imagine having 1 million Bitcoin at this level. And you know for a fact it's going to go to $5,000, $10,000. Like you know that for a fact. Only after the fact do you know that. SHIB has got that kind of potential. No, SHIB has got enormous. I can't explain it. I can't give you that heads up, but it's phenomenal because of the reduction in SHIB circulating supply. The massive drive that's going to be used to reduce SHIB circulating supply. I cannot tell you enough about what that means for every single person on the planet. That is phenomenal wealth and growth. And that's why we share that information with you so that you understand what that means. And we massively shout out to the entire world. Massive love shout out to everyone in Canada, the United States, Russia, all over the world. Massive love shout out to you. We can do the massive love shout outs to each continent that you're on. And if you come on, make sure you post where you're from. Okay? Because we want to make sure you have a great show. Now, the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle, we didn't sell any tickets in the last 24 hours. The ticket sales were a little low. So you could have taken advantage of it by buying tickets because the tickets were low. So you could have taken advantage of that. It would have cost you more, but you would have seen bigger burns. So in retrospect, it helps the entire SHIB community. It helps everybody that's out there trying to make a difference in the world. So we're trying to create wealth creation throughout the entire world, and what we're trying to do. Supply is disappearing like common sense on social media, while it's growing faster in government debt and the price. Still pretending to see why. Let's see if it's shy. Economists tell you scarcity increases value. Okay, scarcity does not increase value. What increases value? Anyone know what increases value? Anybody at all? Okay, so if you want to increase your value in something, you have less supply of it. And that's basically the bottom line, right? So if something is like orange juice, everybody knows what orange juice is, and pigs and cattle. If there's less cattle, the cattle prices go up because the beef prices go up because there's less cattle for us to slaughter and bring to market. So the beef goes up. You understand what less supply means. Okay, same thing happens with SHIB. There's less supply of it, and it's money. So if it's less money available, isn't that money worth more money than it was yesterday? Well, you would think. So what happened? What happened? People don't value it the same way they value their cows. And it's even worse because it's actual money. Right? SHIB is money. Whether you like it or not, it's not. It doesn't hold any. And what we said on the if you watch, we're going to get the sarcasm going here. If you watch the first part of the thumbnail, you're going to see where it says there, SHIB is not legal tender anywhere. And that's the truth of it, right? The only ones that hold value to it are the people that are holding on to SHIB. That's who sees the value. That's who sees what the value is. Now, should SHIB be at this valuation? No, it should not. We have more wallet holders than we've ever had. We have more reductions in SHIB than we've ever had. And we're not at all-time highs. So the funny part about it is why aren't we at all-time highs? Because the people that are invested love taking what? A bath. They love shorting themselves and getting out. They're like, oh, this isn't, I just need to get my money back and then get out. Are you really? We talked about this before. It's like land. You got more land than you had before, but you're willing to sell it for less money. Interesting, because I don't know how many people would be willing to sell their land for less money, but you do. There's a little sarcasm there for you, everybody. Yeah, everybody likes selling their land for, like, at this level. Are you kidding me? Why would anyone sell? If there's a $22 trillion ceiling or 22 trillion chip ceiling, knock yourselves out and sell it, because I want to see it get totally taken out and driven all the way back up to all-time highs, back to that 3 zeros, back up to the 3 zeros, beyond the 3 zeros, right? Beyond the 3 zeros, 4, 6, 7 even. I want to see it drive that far. And we can do that with more wall holders coming in every single day. And that means that everybody is telling everybody about it because it's undervalued. It's extremely undervalued. And no one sees it. Well, that's too bad. And those that don't are going to miss out. That's the truth of it. And does that mean more and more people should be piling into it? Absolutely. Everybody and their dog should be piling into SHIB and trying to get into it as quickly as possible. Now, how much would they get into it? If everybody on the planet tried to buy SHIB, there's not enough SHIB supply, just so everybody's aware of that. At the price that it is right now, the price would jump astronomically higher. More and more people trying to come in and use it as a fiat currency. In no time, it would be considered a currency. If we had 500 million, 600 million people in SHIB, we don't have anywhere near that, right? So we have 1.5 million wallet holders. We would need 30 to 40 million wallet holders to make a difference in price, and then another 100 to 200 million people to see the price actually start to escalate through the roof. And that's the truth of it. So what does that mean for the entire world? It means a chance of getting in and getting out. It's a chance of making an extraordinary, giving you a lot of leverage, because SHIB shouldn't be at these levels, period. The fact that you can buy it at 4.1408 is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Okay, so economists, they tell you wider adoption leads to appreciation. And the glance of millions of SHIB wallets and change the subject, right? Subject matter. It's almost as if the rules only apply when it's convenient for everybody to take part in. SHIB does not care about convenience. SHIB is building. Okay, so inevitability. Does anyone know what inevitability is? It's inevitable, everyone. I want you to say that. It's inevitable. SHIB is going up. Whether the raffle takes off or not, SHIB is going through the roof. And how do we know that? Because how many companies out there are suffering? And those companies can get kickbacks from the government. So whether they're making money or not, they get a kickback from the government. Now, it doesn't matter if they're public, private, or whatever. That kickback that they get is to reduce the fiat currency that's available on the market, to increase the wealth of the nation. So the government gives you a kickback, so they pay you to reduce SHIB circulating supply. And in doing so, when you decrease the circulating supply, you're increasing your own wealth if you bought into it. Now, if you didn't buy into SHIB, oh well. I don't know why you'd want to try and reduce it then, because you're increasing someone else's wealth. That makes zero sense. But if you're the one taking part in it, then it makes perfect sense. Binance is doing it already. Amazon already has links that I have on my website. You buy whatever you want on those links. We've already showed you the links are not. They're absolutely phenomenal. You don't have to buy SHIB products on that line. All you do is click on your account. It already has the Clay Bro signature from the account that gives them the 1 to 1.5% in profits that are on that product. That's going to help reduce SHIB circulating supply. Now, last year alone, Amazon made $575 billion. Okay, if you do 1% to 1.5%, we'll only do 1%. We always take the lower, right? You take the 1% from that. That gives you 5 billion from 500 billion. If it was 10%, it would be what? 10% of 575 billion would be 50. Okay, 10%. 1% is 5.75 billion. SHIB right now is only worth 8.2 billion market cap. So if you take the 5.75 billion away from 8, that's 72% gone forever. Gone from one company. Now, we talked about this yesterday and the day before. What happens if Wendy's were to do it, and Starbucks, and Tim Hortons, and every coffee place around the world? Well, within a year, we have no supply. We have less than 20 billion SHIB left in circulation. 20 billion SHIB left in circulation. In 2 years, if the price were to remain 10 times or 14 or 20 times where it's at right now, we still have no supply. We would have approximately 100 million SHIB left in circulation. 100. And how many of us are sitting on hundreds of millions of SHIB? Right? Exactly. A lot of us. So we have less than 100 million because they're reducing it. Because everybody has a different out. Nobody has the same out when they want to get out of the currency. I need to pay bills. I need to pay my mortgage off. I need to pay my car off. I want to buy a car. I want to buy a house. I want to have enough money for a down payment on a house. How can I do that with SHIB? SHIB should be sitting at all-time highs. How come it's not? What's going on? Is it being manipulated? Is it being controlled? Well, there's three things we gave you to watch for: the burns, the amount of wall holders that are into it, and the amount of new wall holders coming into SHIB. So we have you the count, the top 100 wall holders that are in there on the Ethereum blockchain. And you got to remember that the Ethereum blockchain runs them all. So even if they go to exchanges, that means that they have to buy them from Ethereum in the first place to get that. So that goes off of the Ethereum blockchain. Now, the Ethereum blockchain, if they were smart, they would start buying them back off the exchanges because their money's just sitting there. So they can't undermine Ethereum, but they have to figure out a way to do it. So the only way that I could think of for Ethereum to do it is to reduce SHIB circulating supply. Now, if they haven't come out with a plan yet, I'm waiting to see what that plan is, but that should be coming out very quickly. It was supposed to start a bidding war. Remember, I was mentioning this before about a bidding war that was supposed to happen with SHIB because of the different exchanges seeing the opportunity that they could take part in and reduce the circulating supply of SHIB on a massive scale, which would drive up more demand for SHIB, and that's the truth of it. But that never transpired. Okay, so they probably whitewashed that, saying that they don't want to take part in that. And the only way Ethereum then can take part in it, if they don't want to start a bidding war, is to start reducing SHIB circulating supply, driving up more awareness and helping drive up the price so that they're making even more money as there's less supply. That is the only thing that makes any sense. So what would that mean? That would mean an actual burn mechanism being put in place from Ethereum. Now, they could do gas fees. Nothing wrong with that if they chose that. But why hasn't Solana done it yet? And why hasn't Polygon come up with a solution to reduce SHIB circulating supply, noting that they're down 80% from where their all-time high was? Like these kind of things they just echo across the whole network of cryptocurrencies where everyone should be reducing SHIB circulating supply to drive up their growth, their earnings, their profitability. It hasn't happened yet, but it will happen because everybody wants to make money. And once they see the ability to do that, that's when it's going to be like a firecracker, right? Bang, 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 bang. Because all of a sudden they're starting to see like XRP buying SHIB, SUI buying SHIB, XLM buying SHIB, HBAR buying SHIB, because they want to solidify themselves. ICP buying SHIB. So once these start buying SHIB, what's going to happen? They're going to come up with ways to reduce SHIB circulating supply to increase their own wealth. So why haven't they done this already? I don't know. And that's what kills me, because it's so funny when you look at it from that point of view is every single coin, 3,000, 4,000 coins on the marketplace. You want to solidify yourselves? Start buying massive amounts of SHIB. Then reducing SHIB circulating supply. Don't worry about your own reduction in your supply. Worry about adding value constantly by reducing SHIB circulating supply. Don't worry about your coin. Your coin doesn't need to do anything. All it's got to do is reduce the SHIB circulating supply. Doge hasn't done it, which is baffling to me because that would be the first one. Seeing an opportunity, taking part in that opportunity, seeing it being forefront, coming up front of that front and center on that whole prospect is baffling to me. I don't understand why they haven't taken advantage of it. I can't understand why the whole market hasn't taken advantage of it. I can't understand why that gold, the beers, Tiffany's, all the Ben Moss, the airlines, how come they haven't taken part in it? How come Ford Motor Company hasn't taken part in it? They just don't understand it, or they just are ignoring the facts, or it's not seeing the forest through the trees. That's what we're talking about before. We need more people coming in to this station so that everybody understands what's going on, because I want to make sure that everybody becomes extremely wealthy every single time that we're on. I want to make sure that we are growing exponentially every single moment, every single day. The SHIB 50/50 raffle is an educational platform, first and foremost, to help drive that ability to understand that every single person on the planet can become extremely wealthy just by holding SHIB. And that's the truth of it. So we want to create that wealth by telling everybody and sharing with them the stories of where SHIB was when they bought it and how come it hasn't taken off. I want to share those stories. What are you looking for? Well, what kind of avenue of attack have you done? What advertisements have you done for the SHIB ecosystem development team or SHIB by itself? What have you done for them? Because SHIB is on its own. SHIB has got no governance. It's got no advertising gimmicks. It's got no place to go out there and start raising adoption or awareness for SHIB. It's all on the community. It's a community-driven organization that SHIB is constantly reducing its circulating supply. Binance is doing it every quarter. 1 billion SHIB is being reduced every quarter from Binance. And you have to give credit where credit is due. Binance is doing their part. Now, do you expect them to do more? It's on them, right? It depends on where they're from and what they're doing. So if the government's giving them kickbacks to reduce SHIB circulating supply, yeah. But they got to wait a while before they start. And then they go, oh, wait a second. The government's actually paying us to reduce SHIB circulating supply. Then we'll do more. We'll do 4 billion, 5 billion SHIBs every quarter, right? 10 billion SHIBs every quarter. If we're going to get paid from the government to do it, we'll do more because it doesn't cost us anything to do it. And it's increasing our wealth. So what's going to happen is they're going to buy more SHIB and then buy it and then reduce it because they're going to take it away from the people that are trying to sell it, that are trying to trade it. They want to take it away from them because they're not helping them at all. Traders don't help you. Traders make sure that you're always in the dumps telling you, listen, you might want to start liquidating your SHIB because they want to drive it down. That's all they care about is driving the price down. Because if they drive it down, that means they can buy it lower and sell it higher. That's their job. That's what they do. It's constantly adding value. So if it's constantly adding value for you, why would you trade it for less than what you purchased it for? In fact, why would you trade it? Why would you sell more land for less money? You see what I'm saying? They've convinced you otherwise. And that's the amazing part of it. And massive love shout out to DJ, massive love shout out to Ryan, massive love shout out to Jonathan, massive love shout out to Vincent, massive love shout out to Paul, massive love shout out to Eric, massive love shout out to Krish Vishaw, and massive love shout out to Sagir. Massive love shout out to who else is out there that I know? Gabriel, massive love shout out to you. Leah, massive love shout out to you. Massive love shout out to Jason M. Ethan M. Massive love shout out to you. I love you. I wish you all the very best. I wish you take care. This is Will, your host of the SHIB 50/50 raffle. We did not sell any tickets in the last 24 hours, therefore we cannot host a raffle draw. I still haven't figured out. I still haven't looked into changing the website over, and I'm looking at that. I was looking at that earlier, but I come down with this bug, and it's taken the wind out of my sails to promote SHIB to every single person on the planet the way that I want it to. And I wanted to make this a little funny, so everybody can have some sense of humor, because you have to laugh at where SHIB's price is. I mean, it's just comical, right? 15, we went up, 20, 30%, but we should never have been there in the first place. We have more birds. We have more burns. More reduction in SHIB circulating supply than we've had before. And we got more wall holders. So we got two things going on for SHIB where it should be sitting at all-time highs. But people get scared and they sell. I understand. And people don't want to buy at this level. Okay, well, then we wait for it to drop if it does. And you might get lucky. But it's only a raffle ticket's worth of SHIB. So I don't know what you're waiting for. I mean, 0 is still 0. It is 4 zeros. So it's not just 1 0 or 2 zeros. It's 4 zeros. It's not 3 zeros or 2 zeros. It's 4 zeros, guys. It's insanity. It's completely, absolutely nuts. SHIB should never trade at these levels. When you have constant reduction in SHIB circulating supply and you have more people coming in because there's more demand for it, it should be taken off the opposite way. It shouldn't go through a double cross. It shouldn't go through a golden cross. It should be like, see ya, bye. Because it's constantly being reduced. And the more it gets reduced, the more value is added to SHIB. So what happens is when organizations see this, they get fearful. They don't want to take part in it. But as soon as they realize, as soon as their common sense starts to think about it, hey, if I reduce the circulating supply, I'm actually taking away from those that are trying to get rid of it. Exactly, because now they can't buy it anymore. At that price, gone forever, because that's you reduce that circulating supply, they can't buy it at that level. And then you're doing the exact opposite. You're forcing everybody to buy from you on the SHIB platform. Now, that's what Robinhood's doing. That's what Crypto.com is doing. That's what Binance is doing. That's what BlackRock is doing. That's what OKX is doing, or they started doing it. I don't know if they're continuing it. But if I were them, I'd be trying to buy 20 trillion. Every single Gate.io should be trying to buy 20 trillion SHIB. Even if they have to hold 10 trillion, they can still trade it and charge less value because they can sell it and then use that to leverage SHIB by reducing the circulating supply of it and get paid to do it. That's the best part of the whole thing. They're getting paid to reduce SHIB circulating supply. So it's no cost to them, and it increases value. Now, do anyone see the value? No. But once you have one company doing it, two companies doing it, three companies doing it, four companies doing it, 18 companies doing it, 30 companies getting involved in it, guess what's going to happen? The price is going to skyrocket like a bat on fire, right? So you got to keep that in mind. That do not get caught up into these leverage plays or this chart or the Bollinger Bands. Please don't get caught into them. Even though they'll say it's got a double cross, it's hit all-time highs, it's gonna come right back down. The fact of the matter is, when you have more demand, less supply, SHIB should only go one direction. Now, keep in mind, if someone's got 30 trillion SHIB and they want to start liquidating their SHIB, there is not much that can be done to stop it from falling. And why would they liquidate that much SHIB? God only knows. But maybe it's to reduce the circulating supply because they don't need that kind of money. And if they do, that means that they're using it to liquidate. So that's another scary thing. But that also means that there's less supply around. So they could be doing that to liquidate, to gain more and more support for everybody that's coming into SHIB. That's the truth of it. I'm Will, your host. Thank you so much for coming. Massive love shout out to Babe's channel. Massive love shout out to Wena. Massive love shout out to Rowena. Massive love shout out to my friends and family in the Philippines, the Navarro family. Massive love shout out to Kuya Alex. Our prayers are with you. He's going through some hard times breathing. Massive love shout out to Jason Cox. Massive love shout out to Prince Williams, my trustee. And we're going to rock these out. God bless each and every one of you. Jesus loves you. Take good care of yourselves and each other. Have a great, wonderful night, guys. Good. And this is your Saturday roll in with the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle. Sorry that we can't host a raffle draw. I wish we could. I wish we could show everybody on the planet that this is actually going to make you insanely wealthy by us reducing the SHIB circulating supply daily. I love to show you that. I love to have everybody come in and see that happen to everybody. And that would build extreme wealth all across the board. Okay. So, thank you for coming, everybody. This was your SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle update. I hope to make it a little bit more fun and entertaining for you, because I think that the price is absolutely fantastic. For all who haven't gotten in, you have a massive opportunity to tell everybody from around the world that this is extremely undervalued. Where should SHIB be? 30665, 67. Anywhere in that 6 range, 609, 306. That tells you exactly. We're not even 10 times. We're more than 10 times your money right now. 30 times your money, 40 times your money right now. So where does that put you? If you went and bought 3 billion SHIB, 3.5 billion SHIB, you're a multimillionaire if you hit 306. And that's exactly what SHIB should be. And will SHIB gain more wallet holders by that time? Absolutely. It should be on fire. And then more companies should be aware of it and start reducing the circulating supply to add to their value, because they're going to want to steal it from you. Every single one of them, all the exchanges, all the currencies around the world, 3,000 of them are going to want to steal it from you, only to turn around and reduce it so they can make money off of SHIB. That's the truth of it. That's the potential that's got going on in the entire world. We're going to do the countdown. Thank you so much for coming. Enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good night, God bless, and have a great and wonderful good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night from wherever you are in the world. Take good care. This was your host, Will Major, from the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle, saying salute. Until tomorrow, we'll want to settle down. Until tomorrow, we'll just keep hanging out.